FD3 MUSIC CLUB. What up, Music Club? Grand Rising, peace and blessings. How you doing? You know what? Off the flip, I don't know what's going on with my electronics this morning, but seem to be lagging behind in places and glitching and slowing down and things. So bear with it as we grow here. All right. Gotta have that water. Yeah, you see what was in it before. Good Gatorade. That good replenishing stuff. Gotta be careful though, boy. If you don't take it easy, you regulate yourself with that or burn it up or something, it's gonna run you to the bathroom. It's all good though. And of course, got to have the ever-present Doritos of whatever flavor, right? It's such a beautiful day out. I'm just hanging out. Took myself on a little day trip earlier. Went out of town, came back, strolled around. Now I'm gonna use you to rant, right? This wasn't what I came on here for, but I was just rewinding my day. And I'm like, you know what? That bothered me. So I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna tell you, listen, this is something that irks me. Customer service. Customer service is not customer service. You know what I mean? Listen, okay, here's what I'm on. I had a card that allows me to make purchases, certain types of purchases. Probably heard of it, OTC card, right? And it goes along with my medical insurance, right? Okay, so I have the card for this year, but I don't know. I was careless with it or somehow it got damaged. I think it got washed a couple times actually, but the strip stopped working. So I said, okay, cool. I'll call them and request a replacement, which I did. Got the replacement last week. Since last week, I have been calling. Well, I activated it. I called to activate the replacement. Just to activate it, just to have it activated for whenever I need it. Now, here's what I didn't think of, and I wasn't aware of. Even though it was said, communicated to me via the machine on the phone, I still missed that the card that I had was a card for specifically this year. The replacement that I requested wasn't an actual replacement, but sort of like a advancement of the one for next year. All right? So I missed that part. So I'm thinking I got the card. I ain't sweating that. Whenever I need it, I use it, go about my business. No muss, no fuss. Well, today on my day trip, I decided that I would end a particular leg of it by stopping at the store, grabbing a couple things, and, continue about my business using my U-card. Well, I won't make it long stories. So I attempted to make my purchase and I was declined several times. So the cashier had a great idea. He said, "Did you activate the card?" Now, off the flip, I'm thinking, yeah, I did. But at the same time, it was a while ago and I was probably trying to do it. And, as I was moving or whatever, it probably dealt with it and got rid of it. Maybe I didn't do it, whatever. I said, let me try that just in case, just to cover my bases. So you take care of your customers. I'm going to step outside. I'll be back in 10 minutes or so. Okay, cool. I do that. Call. Couldn't get a person on the phone. I had to talk to an automated system. But at the end of the call, the system told me, your card is activated. You may use your card. Blah, blah. And I hung up. All right. Now that's my fault because I had that habit of I will look at the title, the heading, scan the first paragraph, the first three sentences of the first paragraph, grab the middle paragraph, grab the first three sentences from there, jump to the bottom, and I'm done. I don't care about no footnotes or nothing else or nothing like that. All right. I need to work on that, you know. It's a matter. I think I might get better though in the near future because I'm working on them still. I've been working on them, still working on moving more slow. Boy, let's say being consciously more in the particular present that I'm in, as opposed to other things that I won't get into right now. Okay, so I figure everything cool. Go back in. Like, he good. He like, my man's like, you good? I'm like, I'm good. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right, cool. Zip. No. Well, come on, man. Zip. No. Oh, man. Hold on. Zip. No. So man's like, you know what? Since they just activated it, it might take a minute, you know what I'm saying? But let me see it. Maybe I could go about it another way. I say, cool. I give him the card. He punch in the numbers on the card. Straight into the machine. No. So I'm like, okay. Now I'm perplexed and a little bit frustrated. So I say, okay, got 3 people behind me. Why don't you take care of them people? I'm going to take a walk around the block a couple times. I'll be back in about 15 minutes. Maybe it'll go through. Cool. Do that, come back. 3 more times with the zip, 3 more times with the decline. Now I'm angry. So when I get to that point, it's time for me to leave the situation alone and come back to it another time. That's what I was prepared to do. I told the brother that was helping me out, the cashier, I was like, you know what? I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'll find out. Maybe I won't. But right now, I ain't gonna sweat it. He said, you know what? You called him earlier. You could just give him a call back just to make sure everything was good. I said, I could do that, brother. But here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna thank you for your patience. Thank you for your assistance. And I'm gonna bounce. And so I bounced. Now, I called the place back. Well, now, first of all, I have a friend who also has the card. Matter of fact, that's how I learned about it. So I tell her about this. She say, why don't you call customer service? I did that. I tried that. Like, when you call this number, they hit you with the automatic dude first, automated guy. But it turned out I had a totally different number than what she got. I don't know if it's because she older than me or something. I don't know. But we had 2 different numbers. Her number ends with a 5, my number ends with a 4, and then one of my car ends with a 2. So I talked to them people via her phone. The lady I talked to, or the first guy I talked to, he assured me that after our conversation, everything would be cool. He even gave me 2 numbers to call to make sure that they'd be cool. The first one he said was tech support, right? Sounded nice and professional and elaborate. 1-800-555, you know the rest, right? Then he say, I'm gonna give you another number too. And this number is gonna make it easier for you to access the services, you know, after you get your joint together, right? So I'm like, yeah, how's that? He's like, they actually bring stuff to you. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, cool. So what I need to do for, what I need to do for that? Nah, man, just give them a call. This the number. And, you know, they're going to ask you for your blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. So I'm thankful. I'm appreciative. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the time. Thank you for answering my questions. And thank you for helping me get things moving. All right, get off the phone with him. And I called the number that he gave me. It took me through a time warp. I heard, da-na-na. The number you have dialed is no longer in service. So I ended up talking to a customer service lady because I gave Miss Sent back her phone and told her I'm done. I'm frustrated again. I'm starting to get frustrated. And she's like, wait. She called. And this is before I found out she had a different number to reach than I do. She called on her phone again and got somebody else again. I'm surprised because all last week I've been calling the number that I have and the number that's on my card, and all I get is animated runaround. So I'm surprised at this. Actually, I didn't think she was gonna get nobody. Not twice in a row. I was surprised the first time. Second time though, she got somebody else, a lady. Okay. Now, I respect everybody. I love your accents, wherever you from. But it's challenging when it's challenging for me to have a lady with a very thick Indian accent. And I don't mean Native American accent, I mean Indian accent, who speaks with a high lift tone and very quickly, as if I understand everything coming out her mouth. Okay, I'm not even gonna try to imitate it. It would be too ridiculous, but almost as ridiculous as me trying to keep up with what she was saying. And she was hitting me with like 6 paragraphs at a time. You know, what you're going to do first is going to go over here, and then after you do that, you're going to see this, and when you see that, you're going to do this, and you're going to do that. And I'm like, hold it, wait. What was that second word that you said in the first sentence? You know, anyway. So that was like 45 minutes of conversation between me and her. At the end of which, she ended up telling me I ended up extracting this much information. Go back, I told her I couldn't get into the app. That was my whole thing. I said, since I can't use my card, since I got rid of it, the damaged one, I'll use the virtual app. I use the virtual one on the app, but I can't get into the app. That was the whole thing, me trying to call somebody to talk to, a real person, right? So she tells me, do this, do that, uninstall the app, reinstall it, put your stuff in, blah, 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 do all that. Okay, nothing. Still can't get in. All right, so then she say a lot of stuff, which meant go back, close the app, go back into the app, find this button for help, and then find this other thing, this chat thing, and try to chat, hit the chat, type out the question, my issue, and they will help me out. Well, I did that. I found the chat button and everything. The live chat thing came on, said, hello, I'm your virtual live assistant. How can I help you? I told her I changed my telephone number and I'm able to get back into the app. Why did the screen go into you know how you get the little circle that just goes and spins when your device is thinking real slow for a long time? After I hit send for my question, that's what happened to the screen. And it lasted for about 4 minutes until a whole brand new screen popped up. Boom. Now, my first thinking is somebody may be still messing with my electronics. And if that's the case, that's cool. For you, and I mean that sincerely. I really don't care, but I'm not getting into that. That's nothing. So I'm like, man. I say, no biggie, just give me a fresh piece of paper. I tried to type on that. It won't type. Shut the app off, go back in the app, try the same thing. Nothing doing. So, I'm like, okay. At the end of it, what I learned was the car that I thought was a replacement was actually the car for next year, which is why I can't use it today. And I'm not going to be able to use my benefits for this year because I can't get in the app and nobody can help me get in it, not even electronically, which equals to a tiny bit of frustration. Now, that frustration is offset though because today has been such a wonderfully fun day. Like I said, I took myself on a nice day trip, a nice stroll, and it's still early. So, hey, and it's still nice out. And that's another thing, it's beautiful out. So, yeah, I might got my Doritos and my water now. Yeah, we'll see. But at any rate, that's not why I came on here to talk, though. What I wanted to talk about is something that crossed my mind. Maybe I seen somebody talk about it, or heard about it, something, I don't know. Nonetheless, Spirit and I agree. Relationships, love. Gotta love that stuff. Yes, I do. Absolutely. It was an issue though. I heard somebody say something. Actually, this is not something new, but I just didn't think it was so prevalent that, a lot of people would be thinking about it or be concerned with it or it'll bother anybody. But apparently, it's an issue because I heard it several times. And so here's my 2-3 cents. 4-5. Anyway, first of all, the subject, right? You want to know the subject? That'll make sense. The subject is when two people, man and woman, get together and one of those people or both of those people have come from wherever they come from, And I mean that by, previous relationships. And if it was previous, it probably wasn't that good. Otherwise, it'd be current, right? Me personally, I function like this. I practice, pray, and meditate every day to be who I am. All day, right? So that you can be assured that when you see me, you see me. That when I take my actions, you know these are my actions. And I stand on my actions, not anybody else's. My weight is my own. Okay? That's how I function. So because I function like that, it blinded me to the possibility that this is such an issue. Still ain't got to it, right? Building up. Roll with me, enjoy. You got your Doritos or something? Your water? Got your water? Got your Doritos? Chill out. Now, I don't talk about these things because they're irrelevant to me. Well, I'll just say the past is irrelevant to me. The people in the past that I've left in the past are irrelevant to me. All right? If they weren't, then I wouldn't have left them in the past. Okay? Now, for me, that's literally. That means when me and my current baby get together, she ain't never got to worry about trying to carry the weight of somebody else. You know what I mean? I mean that by saying this. Let's say my previous relationship was horrible, and for several reasons, including not limited to my partner being a narcissistic evil-hearted person that needs medication for mental functions. Liar, two-faced, thief, murderer, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Prostitute, hoe, whatever, okay? Let's say I had a previous partner like that, and I'm not built like that. You did? I'm a righteous individual, and I don't roll like that, so eventually we ain't gonna make it. Let's just say that, right? The type of person I am, though, I'm the brother that I was before, getting in dirt. And I'm the same brother I was after the dirt. Here's the difference, though. I got a little dirty, but then I got clean. And when I got clean, that means I ain't bringing no dirt to my baby. So my baby ain't never got to worry about no goofiness like, oh, you know what? She did him wrong, so he might do me wrong because she did him wrong. That is so childish. That is so immature. Only children do stuff like that. How am I gonna charge my baby? How am I gonna charge you for something somebody else did? I don't even understand how they get away with it in court of law. Talking about two people in a car. Somebody got something illegal. When they get pulled over, both of y'all go to jail. What the heck? Both of y'all get a charge. What the? But okay, all right. I'm not getting into none of that right now. Anyway, all I'm saying is, first of all, let me apologize to anybody who may have felt like I just unfairly attacked you. All right? That's just for your innocent side. Because for the other side, if you are affected by that, check yourself. Because you're wrong. You're dead wrong. If I do you something wrong, and I don't care what my relationship is to you, it is not fair or right for you to take my wrongs out on somebody else. Or vice versa. Don't let nobody do it to you. You know? I understand you go through things and some of them be hard and traumatic and, man, that's why you got away from it, right? When you get away from it, leave it there. Otherwise, you may as well stay there. Because that situation made you want to get away from it because of the things that was going on you disagreed with, your soul disagreed with, right? So you find the soul that Yahweh give you, and that's a clean soul. That's a brand new soul to you. A soul that's probably been through its own things. And even if it hasn't, it don't deserve your garbage or somebody else's garbage. So here's what I'm saying. Get rid of the garbage. Not everybody has the capacity to say, my baby been through some things. I can understand that. So I'm going to adjust myself to counsel her until we can get through this and make it better. Not everybody can do that. Most people, when you throw your garbage onto them, if they don't know how to say, wait a minute, babe, hold on, wait, that's not right. That ain't fair for you to put somebody what somebody else did on to you off on me because I didn't do that to you. I didn't treat you that way. You know, they don't know how to do that. Then they gonna stifle that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let's just take, for instance, hypothetically speaking, a man and a woman, we'll call a man M and we'll call a woman W. Right? M and W in the kitchen, you know, W is washing dishes, M is sweeping the floor up, some trash you dropped or something, whatever, you know. Just doing their thing. And M decides You know what, man? I'm gonna take this trash out. And the trash is the garbage bin is 5 stories down and through the alleyway. You know, it's a nice night out there. It's summertime. We just got through with dinner or late snack or something. I don't know, right? And all of a sudden, W remembers, wait a minute. 7 years ago, I was with somebody else. And that somebody else said the same thing to me. What he did next hurt my feelings so deeply that I left him for good. Okay, now, pause. M, the man, he's just like, I'm gone because I don't even put this meat in here, these bones and stuff. I don't even want this stuff. This is what he's thinking. I don't even want this stuff in the house. I'm like, I don't like bugs and flying stuff or whatever. I'd rather go and get rid of it tonight. That way I ain't got to worry about that in the morning. We just, start to be fresh, whatever. Nothing to do with no problems, no issues. Everything should be cool. However, when W starts to project that stuff that was put on her through previous entanglements, it introduces into her perfect picture problems that wasn't even theirs. Right? Now, we'll pray that M is, and W are connected spiritually. And that way they'll be able to navigate through this and deal with it, and work it out, bring the sun out. But if they average people, let's say W says, hey, man, where you going? I'm gonna take the trash out, because she got a suspicious mind because of what the last dude did 7 years ago. Well, why you gotta throw it out now? You don't usually throw it out. Her brain's not even capable of thinking along the lines of what he's thinking about, because she's still dealing with that. She ain't dealing with this. Remember when I started this off, I said that I am and I have been practicing being consciously here in the moment. See, this right here is what you should practice. If you happen to be one of those people that might think it's okay to bring your past into your present as it pertains to you and your current partner. Practice being in the moment. By that I mean, even if you have those thoughts, first understand and recognize and identify what those thoughts are. Those thoughts are sent from the enemy of your happiness, of your joy, the devil in your flesh. All right? His job is to kill, steal, and destroy. Okay? We ain't watching TV now. We talking about real destruction, real death, death of your joy, death of your destiny. Steal, kill your life, your happiness, your joy. All right? So, recognize what it is. And once you recognize what it is, if you on your P's and Q's, you know scripture. And right then and there, you tell Satan, get behind me, Satan, you have no power here. Right? And what does the scripture tell you? Once you do that, he has to flee. No choice. No two ways about it. As soon as you let him know, oh, devil, I see you, fool. And I'm calling judgment on you right now. I'm letting you know what to do. He ain't got no more power. Never had power in the first place. right? So then you get to be in the moment and decide, I'm not going to let that come out of my mouth. And if I do, here's how I'm going to do it. W, going to talk to M and be like, oh, baby. First of all, you realize where you at, what's going on. Do something nice, say something nice. Just the opposite of what the enemy wants you to do. Grab your man in an embrace and give him a kiss and let him know, hey, in your own special way, I'm right here, all right? And if it bothers you that much, again, if y'all connected spiritually, you should be able to do this. You know what? I love you. And I just want to let you know that I had the battle of thought of something that happened long ago. But then I remembered the things that you showed me right here, right now. All right? Then you show your appreciation or whatever you dig, and everything is cool. You learned, you grew, you bonded more, you got rid of some more garbage, as opposed to allowing something in the past to destroy your present joy, or even perhaps your future destiny. I said I wasn't going to be on this thing. Then I also said, and you always say talk, I'm going to talk. So, I have talked. And I'm done talking. You know I got to blow my nose, right? It's nice out though. Like for a winter day, this is a beautiful winter day. Yeah. And Yahweh loves you so much that he sent you a part of himself in a couple ways. He sent his essence to be in you, gave you part of his breath to breathe with, to build with, to grow with, to be healthy with, to transform with. He sent you his word. He sent you his spirit. Yahshua. Yahshua meaning Yah is salvation. He gave you all these wonderful gifts for one purpose. For you to be able to find your way back to harmony. For you to be able to find your way back to peace. For you to be able to find your way back to unshakable love, unbreakable love. Why are you still on my device? I'm saying, I still got to figure out, well, I got to wait to see how the spirit going to guide me to see what the rest of this day going to turn out to be. And I don't think I want you staring at me through all that time. So once again, why are you still on my device? All right, Music Club. Peace, one love, under Yah. We love you. He loves you most. Love yourself. Welcome to the dawn. Every thought you have is a new one, is a fresh one. The dawning of a new day. All you gotta do is make it happen. Do it your way, though. That's the way Yahweh gave you. If you go that way, you'll never lose. You'll just keep winning and winning. Those are not the original words, but they're my words. So whatever you do now, don't stop climbing. You probably don't even know the cadence of that song, do you? You'll never find another love so true. Still not original words. Outside of Yahweh and the one he made for you. Okay, all right. See, if you wasn't still on my device, then you wouldn't have had to be subject to such. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy life. Enjoy one another. Love somebody. Start with yourself. Then love somebody who loves you. If you're not sure what love is yet, be patient. Pay attention. Look for the goodness and the kindness. Look for the care and the concern. Look for the show upness. Don't ask for it. Don't be begging for it. But when it finds you, you'll find love. In the meantime, become what you wish to attract. Okay, let me say it again. I stumbled that. Become what you wish to attract. Another time? Sure. Become what you wish to attract. So if you want love, be love. And if you want anything else, you got to answer one question. Why are you still on my device? FD3 MUSIC CLUB. Have a wonderful day. Maybe I'm done talking for a while now. Don't know. Let's see.